All right, good day, guys. This is we have an algebraic question here. This is an Olympiad question. So let's solve it. So if x raised to power 4 minus y raised to power 4 equals to 13, comma, and x raised to power 2 plus y raised to power 2 equals to 4, find the value of x plus y squared. It looks like a simultaneous equation, these two together, but the solving that question is not something you might want to go into directly because it is a little tricky, but it's simple all the same. All right, so now this is the first step. I want to do the first one. X raised to power 4 minus y raised to power 4 equals to 13. That's my equation 1. And x squared plus y squared equals to 4. That's my equation 2. All right. So I'm going to start from equation 1. I'll start from equation 1, this equation. All right. So I'll start from here. X4 minus y raised to power 4 equals to 13. All right, now let's look at this. This x raised to power 4 can be written as x raised to power 2, right? Because when we open this bracket, we're going to have x raised to power 4 back. If you remember the laws of indices, all right? If we multiply this power, we're going to have this back. The same thing to y raised to power 2, everything in bracket, all right, equals to 13. Okay, now if we look at these two, this x squared and y squared, let x squared equals to a and y squared equals to b. You see something, it's similar to, now this s squared equals to a, right? So this is a squared because this square is still there, minus b squared, all the same, equals to 13. So this looks like difference of two squares. All right, and what's difference of two squares says that when you have a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into a minus b. All right, now so we apply it here. So this is a minus b, or anyone plus or minus, then a minus b, which is equal to 13. All right, so let's bring back those values. Let's substitute it back inside the equation. So a is x squared, all right? So we have x squared plus y squared, all right? And x squared minus y squared equals to 13, all right? So now, so we have this. But in the equation, let's go back to our equation 2. X squared plus y squared is 4. So that's what we substitute here. X squared plus y squared is 4. So we go back. So this is x squared plus y. So we have 4 times x squared minus y squared equals to 13. So when we make this subject formula, so we have x squared minus y squared equals to 13 all over 4. All right. If we make this subject formula, it means when we divide both sides by 4, 4 is coefficient of this. So this divided by 4, this divided by 4, right? So that's how we have this. Now, getting to this point, now what's the next step after this step? Now, remember we have something. We have x raised to power 4 minus y raised to power 4 equals 13. So, but we have x squared here. So what do we do to make it raised to power 4? So we square it. So that square we're going to apply to both sides. So we say square both sides. All right, so we have x squared minus y squared, everything all squared, equals to 13 over 4, everything all squared. All right, so let's expand this bracket. So if we expand this bracket, we're going to have, so let me just say that this is like this. right? So this is 13 times 20 is 169 over 16. All right, so x squared times x squared, x4 minus x squared times y squared minus x squared y squared. This times this minus x squared y squared, then minus times minus, minus y squared times minus y squared plus y raised to power 4 equals to 169 over 16. All right, so let us bring them together. So we have x raised to power 4 plus y raised to power 4. Then this and this are the same. So this is minus 2. All right, they are the same. So this is just like minus 1 minus 1. So this is minus 2x squared y squared equals to 169 over 16. Now, one more thing. Now, we are left with this, but we need to do away with this guy. These two guys, they are giving us issues here. All right, so what do we need to do there? From our equation 2, we made this. There's the state equation 2 says that is given in the question that x squared plus y squared equals to 4. All right, from equation 2, let's remember that. All right, so now let us square both sides and see what is going to happen. So if we square both sides again, we're going to have x squared plus y squared all squared equals to 4 squared. So we're going to have the same thing, x squared plus y all squared x squared plus y all squared equals to 16. So when we multiply this, we have x4 plus 2x squared y squared plus y4 equals to 16. So we have x4 plus y4 plus 2x squared y squared equals to 16. All right, by squaring both sides of equation 2. And don't forget, the last equation, when we squared equation, this equation, when we squared this, don't forget where we arrived at. Now, as you can see, I want you to note something here. This equation here is similar to this when you square equation 2. When squaring equation 2 is similar to it. But something is different. This one carries plus, while this one carries minus. So if you can arrange it very well, we just equate this guy, this side, to 16. All right. So what do we need to do here to make this equation, this one, this left-hand side here, to make it look like this left-hand side here? What do we need to do? It's very simple. You notice, if we had plus 4x squared y squared, it's going to be this. It's going to be this. But because if we add plus to this guy, if we have plus 4x squared y squared here, we're going to have plus 2x squared y squared. So which means we add 4x squared y squared to both sides of this equation. All right. Okay, let me label this one star. So I'll now say from equation star, add 4x squared y squared to both sides. All right, so we have, now let's see, we have x4 plus y4 minus, this is equation star, minus 2x squared y all squared plus 4x squared y squared equals to 169 over 16 plus 4x squared y all squared. All right, so we'll go from here. Now you see, so if we add these two together, minus 2x squared y squared plus 4x squared y squared, we're going to have this. So which means this guy here is the same as this guy here. and it's equal to what? 16. So we'll substitute it here. So we have 16 to be equal to 169 over 16 plus 4x squared y squared. All right, we are getting closer to our solution. So we have 16 to be equal to, let's find the LCM of this guy. 16 over 1, this is 1. 16 divided by 16, 1 times 169, 169 plus 16 divided by 116, 16 times 4x squared y squared, that's 64x squared y all squared. So here, cross multiply. So we have 16 times 16. 16 times 16 is 256 equals to 169 plus 64x squared y all squared. All right. So let's call it like time. So we have 256 minus 169 equals to 64x squared y squared. So what's 256 minus 169? We have 87 equals to 64x squared y all squared. So we are making this x squared y squared some of the formula. So we divide both sides by 64. So x squared y squared equals to 87 over 64. Now, this square is common to x and y, so we can say xy, everything else square equals to 87 over 64. So let's use this space. So we say xy, because of the square, when we take it to this side, it becomes square root, equals to square root of 87 over 64. So xy equals to, this means also means square root of each of them. Let me write it here. 87, 64. All right, so square root of 87. So what's square root of 64? Square root of 64 is 8. Plus or minus, square root. So we have plus or minus side to that. All right, so let us continue. From xy equals to plus or minus root 87 over 8. All right, now stopping here. Now don't forget, in the what we're asked to find in the question, we're asked to find this x plus y, everything all square. Let's try and expand it. When we expand this guy, it's going to be x plus y. Don't forget, this is the question that was asked, that we should find the value of this. So let's expand it and see what we have there. So we have x squared plus 2xy plus y all square. So it's going to be like x squared plus y squared plus 2xy. So this is the value of what we are asked to find. So now you see our answer has come out now. We have the answer now. So we already know the value of xy. This is the value of xy. So what is left there? X squared plus y squared. And in the question, we're given the value of x squared plus y squared to be, don't forget our equation 2. We're giving this value to be 4. Yeah, from the question. So we just substitute inside. And so we now have, so x squared plus y squared is 4 plus 2 times root 87 over 8. Don't forget that. So what do we have here? Don't forget it's plus or minus. So it's going to be 4 plus or minus 2 here, 1 and 4. You can leave it as you can simplify it anyhow over 4. So that is the final solution to the problem. So thank you very much, guys. Please watch my video, share, subscribe, and like. So I'll be solving more problems on this. Thank you so much.